This time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. 11, 11. Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. Dancing to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is caught. Falcons. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow will throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. It's Kohler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Elliott is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Again, it's Elliott. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 3rd and goal. Burrow. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be... Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, and it'll be a first down. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This time Burrow will look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, Burrow. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The Falcons at 7-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
at that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third down, Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll run for it with Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Henry out of the pistol, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on second down, Tua toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 16-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the penalty, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Again, it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
throwing now. Burrow on first down. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Right side and caught by Kohler. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And Burrow going to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Burrow. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's Elliott, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They get this out quickly to the left side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Anthony Schwartz from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark. Stopped them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. There's Burrow setting up to throw it. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Burrow. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.